Hello, everyone. I'm sure you remember a few weeks ago there was an investigative reporter, Fisayo, who came out to release report on the Nigerian custom and how the smuggling and a whole lot of corruption was going on under that organization. And he also put out the someone alleged to be the biggest smuggler in the southwest region, and even put out a video where he was threatening a custom officer who had simply done his job by seizing goods that were being smuggled. And so one of the things that Fisayo has constantly done after that was to keep on the pressure to tell customs to do the right thing. There was also a time where he showed that this particular smuggler had a hotel that was being used by a lot of custom officers where they stay there for free. If you have a smuggler and the custom officer, they are staying there for free, that's conflict of interest, that's corruption in its own way. And so how are you going to arrest this person or do the right thing when you're there benefiting from his proceeds of smuggling? There was also some reports that he brought out about some custom officers who had huge investments, like one had a hotel that was built with 500 million naira, and you're wondering how much is the salary again as a custom officer. He also put out some of the findings from his investigation is that some custom officers are also part of the smuggling ring. Even the other notorious alleged smuggler mentioned the fact that there are also custom officers who are part and parcel of smuggling in Nigeria. And so Fisayo has actually been relentless in tweeting at them to do the right thing, to take up from this investigation and begin to let them even do their own investigation. Let them even start doing something. Then guess what came out? Today, so this is what Fisayo has, and I'll read this from his Twitter handle, Fisayo Soyombo, at Fisayo Soyombo on X, formerly known as Twitter. He says, "Good morning, Custom NG. I am aware of ongoing plans in your organization to raise over 15,000 tweets against me. It is unfortunate that you consider most of my tweets done in bad faith, and that I am fronting for a group determined to pull the service down by all means necessary. Nothing could be further from the truth, according to Fisayo. How is he pulling the service down? He has come out to say to you, there is a rot in your system. There are certain things that are being done that shouldn't be done in your system. And then you've turned it to that, oh, they are going to pull it. The only thing that can pull the Nigeria custom down is if there's a law enacted by the legislative arm of government. Nobody can pull it down. It's not even some private business that you'll be using to say, oh, they are trying to put down my business. That's what people do. When people do the wrong thing and they are being called out that they've done the wrong thing, the next thing they turn it into, personalize it and begin to say that, oh, attack is being done on them. Either they will say it's because of their religion or their tribe, or they're trying to pull their business or someone something. That's absolute nonsense. This is an organization, a public organization. So who is pulling you down because they are saying to you, do the right thing? There is rot in your system. So Fisayo continues and says, restating it clearly, my ongoing one-man campaign against the Nigerian Customs Service is solely about pervasive corruption in the Nigerian Customs Service that continues to hurt, among others, one, national peace and security via the collusion of custom officers with smuggling of guns, arms, and ammunition. Honestly, you can imagine what we are suffering in this country, where we have gotten to in terms of, insecurity. There's no part of Nigeria that is safe. Our lives really mean nothing. You can be taken out anywhere. And most times, these arms are smuggled into the country. And this custom, in connivance with custom officials, they get it in. Every one of us is suffering. The stability of the nation is at stake because some people want to get their own money, free money, dirty money, blood money that they will use and be enjoying themselves. They don't think about the country. They don't think about the future. They don't think about any other person. They think about just their immediate enjoy. They don't even think about how the thing can come back and affect them or haunt them. And then he says, two, the effect on the local economy, courtesy of customs or officers collusion with smugglers to bring agricultural produce and meat products into the country at the expense of local farmers and the consuming public. The belief in custom that over 15,000 active tweets puncturing his illogical submissions will force him to reconsider is illusory. That's what Fisayo is saying. And Fisayo goes on to say, I alone will determine whether to reconsider at all or when to. For now, I remain content with my lone place among over 15,000 wolves. Fisayo says he's doing this, and I think most people, especially most of these corrupt officials, because they do things based on their personal gain, they always think that everybody is doing something based on some personal gain. They don't understand where conviction and honor can come in, and integrity, and people can stay on course. That you don't need any group sponsoring you, you don't need anybody standing with you, you just want to be there alone making the right demands, that need to be made. Let me just read the message, what I should call it, memo now, whatever it is, that was sent by the custom people, the custom official, Nigeria Customs Service, to its officials and men and women. It says, senior officers, colleagues, brothers and sisters, please kindly take a couple of minutes to go through this. It is very important in caps letter. Nigeria Customs Service has about 17,000 workforce. We have been under severe unwarranted attack by one investigative journalist of Premium Times. Is it even of Premium Times? No, you see, they can't even get their facts right. Fisayo is not of Premium Times, except if I'm the one who is wrong. He has his own outlet, I think Fiji something they call it. And they said Fisayo Soyombo using X, formerly Twitter platform. They now went on to say most of his tweets are done in bad faith. It is obvious he's fronting for a group determined to pull the service down by all means necessary. I hereby call on every member of this group, as a true patriot of NCS, to follow the service X handle and respond to his posts that are illogical against the service by a simple question to point the flaw or make an objective submission. We appeal that you should not be abusive, brash, irrational, exhibit blind loyalty to NCS in your submission. Well, that part, the way they put that part, it looks good, as in telling the people do. But the thing is that why are they not also using this part that they are clearly saying to their members, okay, engage him constructively, not in this? Why are they not using it in the fact that corruption has been pointed out that is happening under your institution? So why are they not doing something about it? Why are they not doing something to stop that corruption? Why are they bent on, fighting the person who is telling you that there is rot that you need to clean up in your service? With over 15,000 active tweets puncturing his illogical submission, he will be forced to reconsider. What they don't understand is that the truth does not need that number. It doesn't need you, or many people or whatever. It can just stand alone and be that there shining undisturbed by the whole gra going on that lies to be bringing it. He said, this battle is not only for me, the national PRO and my so it was the national PRO that was sending this to his people. The national PRO and my colleagues in the public relations unit alone. It is for all of us as a service. Thank you and God bless you. All I can say to the Nigeria Customs Service is shame on you. Honestly, absolute shame on you. You are a disgrace not only to the nation but also to yourself. At the end of the day, all of these things, you think because of some few money that some of you are making, that's what is going to go. Some of the guns will come and affect you. If it doesn't kill you, it will kill your relative or somebody or your friend. There's no how. We are all intertwined. It will affect you one way or the other. You think you've collected money, you are okay. And then when something happens, you say, oh God, who did I offend? You know the answer.